Hi there, Jamie Keed here today at Teachers Tech. Hope you're having a great day today. Today I'm taking a look at how to use OBS to record your screen. So maybe you're thinking about using Screencast to do your YouTube channel, or you're creating an online course. OBS is a great way to do this. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to record your screen, how to record it with a webcam, and also how to use the green screen effect. How I have this floating head in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the same thing with OBS. Just so you know, I use Camtasia to create my videos, which is a paid for product, but OBS is a great way to start with these effects and doing teaching online. I also have a different video if you're looking for a few other options to screen record. Take a look at it. These are some of the top ones I think that are out there, and some of them are very simple to use. So I'll put the links to that down in the description below or in the card above. So let's get started taking a look how to record your screen with OBS for free today. So as mentioned before, OBS is completely free. It's good for on your Windows, on Mac, or on Linux. I'm using Windows today for this one, but I've also used it on my Mac. It is for live streaming also. I'm not going to go over the live streaming aspect of that in this video. Let me know if you're interested in learning that. I'm just looking at how to screen capture and doing the effects that I mentioned before. So let's go ahead and open up OBS. I'm going to be turning off my camera from Camtasia and just be connecting through OBS with it. All right, so I have my OBS open here, and I also have this folder over here that says OBS videos. What's going to happen when my recording is finished of my screen capture, it's going to go into this folder where I have the settings. I'm going to show you where to adjust those settings after I just do this first example. So to start with, I need to add a source, and I want to capture my screen, my desktop, and I'm just going to go to this little plus, hit it, go ahead and click it, and go to display capture. Now I'm just going to go, I can change the name to this. So if I wanted to call desktop or whatever, if you get lots of sources, you might want to name them differently, just so you can remember it, what each one is. So I'm going to go ahead, hit OK. I'm also going to hit OK again. It shows the resolution of the screen that I'm on. And notice I can only see that top corner, but maybe I want the whole screen. So I'm going to right click, and I'm just going to go to transform here, and I'm going to go to fit to screen. So now I can see my entire desktop right here, and really I'm ready to go with my screencast. So I could go ahead. What I like to do is I have a dual monitor, and I like to move this one over to the other one, and I can hit start recording. But if you only got one, you can just go ahead and hit start recording. So it's recording right now, and let's say if I was doing a tutorial on Shotcut and I was showing you a few things, and then I get to the end, and then I go back to OBS, and then I can just click it again and hit stop on it. What I want to show you now, I'll just get rid of Shotcut there. Inside this video, inside this folder, I have what I just created. So if I open this up, so it's recording right now, and Shotcut. So that's how easy. I just captured my screen, what I was showing you there before. So if I go back and just open up OBS again, that's the first step to it. So let's talk about those settings to adjust, and I'll show you what I did to set mine. You can see the settings are right here, and which ones you probably want to look at. And just as a side note, if you don't want the dark theme, you can quickly change the theme to different colors to get whatever you like on it. There's a few different ones, but I'm not going to mess around with that very much. Go to output. You can see some just different features that you might want to look at. And this is what I want to show you. I set it to that folder over here to go into. You just go ahead and click the browse here, and you can go pick a folder wherever you want. Like I said, I went to that path. I created that path. You could create a new one just so you know exactly where your all your videos are going to be saved on it. You can see the recording format here. I have it on MP4. Yours might be defaulted to FLV with the flash one. Then just go ahead and change it, because MP4, if you're uploading to YouTube, that's what you're going to be wanting to do. So you can just change those right there. With my audio, I have my mic on right here. You can see I just have the other one's disabled, and I picked the mic that I wanted to record with, because I also have a mic on my webcam, but I didn't want to use that one. I wanted to use my better mic for this example here. So once you get those settings, you can just go ahead and click add the display capture, and away you are. You're recording your screen, you have everything set up, and you're going to have the great video. You'll have some editing to do after with those beginning and endings. So here's a tip, especially if you're capturing it with your face in it. It makes it a little harder, but try to end on, if you're looking at the camera, and hold the pause at the end, because it will make it easier to edit it if you're putting multiple things together. So I'm going to move on to the next step. I'm going to leave my display capture because I still want to capture my screen, but now I want to capture my webcam too. So I'm just going to go ahead and add another source. I'm going to hit the plus here, and this time I'm going to go to video capture device. So I'm just going to leave this. Again, I could rename this if I want, but I'm going to go ahead and hit create new, hit OK. It's the Logitech Brio. I can see myself up there. I have the green screen behind me. I'm going to leave the green screen in for this example here. I'm going to hit OK. And now I have this green screen. So I can, you still get the effect, this top layer, I can position where I want to be on the screen. So if I go ahead and I can resize it, and I can move it around to just the place where I want when I got everything the way I want. This time I'm just moving, I'm going to hit the start recording again, but I'm moving everything off to the side. If you are using dual screens, I'll open up my shortcut, and I'm going to go ahead and hit start recording. So I'm recording for, let's say, a few seconds, showing a few things in shortcut, and then I'm just going to go ahead and hit my stop recording. And now I'll go check my folder again. I should have 2 in here. So you can see if I go ahead and open this one. So I'm recording for, let's say, a few seconds, showing a few things in shot. Now I have myself with the webcam inside of this. So now the next step is I want to get rid of the green screen behind me, and that's just a few more clicks to do. So just so you know, I'm using the Elgato green screen. I just love this one. It makes it so easy to just pull it up, put it down. I'll put a picture right here so you can kind of see it set up in my office. And I do have lights shining on my green screen just because it makes it so much easier to light that up, get rid of any shadows when you're working with green screen. But I'll put the links to my kit, what I use with my camera and mics and everything, inside the description down below. So let's just add this effect now. And all I need to do is go to my video capture device here. And I'm just going to go ahead and right click on this one, and I'm going to add a filter. So when I add the filter, I'm going to go to the effects filter here. I'm just going to hit the plus, and I want to go to chroma key. So I'm going to go to chroma key, add a new one, and you can see now it's already adjusted quite a bit. And with the lights on and everything, it works very well on this Elgato screen. I just find it works very good. It just removes the background very easy. But if you need some adjustments, you might have to go through these numbers. You can see if you're working with different colors how you can pick any of these and do a custom color, but you might go through and have to adjust. You can pull these, you can see how it changes to get exactly kind of what you want on it. So if I just go back to my defaults here, you can see I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and hit close, and I can go ahead and start recording again. So I'll do the same example with the shortcut. I'll just hit the start recording. I'll go down below, open up shortcut. I'm talking away, explaining how to do this video, how to use it. I get to the end, I hit stop recording on this one, and I go check my folder. And you can see this time I have my 3rd video. Start recording. And there I am. I'll jump ahead. I'm on top of shortcut, giving the same effect that I do with Camtasia. I'll just go ahead and stop that one. I'm going to go back to OBS. So you can see OBS can be a very powerful tool to do all these things. Make sure you get your settings correct on these ones. Another setting I just wanted to point out here is the order that you put these things in. So you can see I have video capture device. If I change the order, if I drag one up, you can see now it's behind. You're not going to see it. So if you're not seeing yourself, do check the order. If I drag it back down, you can see now I'm on top. So if you can't see yourself, double check the order. Make sure your video capture device is on the top one if you want to be shown like this. I also put together a guide, what I go through when I make my videos. I'll put a free guide down below, a link to it, so you can check that out. There's 25 tips that I give you in that just to help you out, because there's a lot of things that people might overlook when they're getting ready to do a screencast on it. But I hope this all makes sense to you. Remember, you still probably have to do some editing. Those files that you've saved now, you could go to a free program like Shotcut, what I was showing. I have a list of lots of free video editors out there, and you can sequence the footage together and do some editing, maybe write some text on it to do all these other things in it to get a great maybe a lesson or a recording of whatever you want from your screen. So I hope you like this little tutorial, and I hope you understand how to use OBS for recording your screen. Let me know in the comments if there's other things you want to learn about OBS or other screencasting, and I'll try to put out more videos about them. Thanks for watching this week on Teacher's Tech. I'll see you next time.